Guzuzampulam Chunizuk Selton, and welcome to Her Story, a show that honors the voices and journeys of women. We're coming to you from Home Basic Interiors. Our location partner, Home Basic Interiors, is a trendy store offering the latest furniture and stylish interior decor, perfect for transforming any space into a modern and elegant haven. Joining me today is Pem Lham, a rising voice in contemporary Bhutanese art and the artist behind the Mole Mole, her debut solo exhibition currently showing at Vast, Thimphu. Welcome to Her Story, Pem. I'm thrilled to have you here. First of all, congratulations on your exhibition. Let's go back. I always take my guest back to when they were a kid. So tell me about the type of girl you were and your family.
Thank you so much, Ajim. And as a kid, I think I was this very lost child, and I think I didn't have anything figured out. I still don't, but I didn't know how the world worked. So then I was alone. Like I used to stay alone in, like I'd be in the nature.
Oh, okay.
I'd sometimes climb a tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed being by yourself and spent a lot of time by
Yes,
yourself. Okay,
yes.
right.
So then my late brother, he also was a member of FAST, and he influenced me to then join VAST. And
He's older member.
Yes, yes. And I think I was just in class 4 then, and then I've joined VAST and grew up with VAST ever since. And in 2015, I got a scholarship to go to Pakistan and study arts there, fine arts there. So yes, I did my bachelor's there for 4 years, and have been working with VAST and on my own personal projects ever since.
I was telling Pam earlier that she grew up in Thimphu, and there's a lot of exposure in Thimphu, and she was able to make full use of the fact that there was a support system, an ecosystem for artists to survive in the city. So, and you made full use of it. You are one of the few, and I'm hoping there'll be more artists that has benefited because of the existence of Vast Memo. What made you believe that you could be an artist? Because like it or not, being an artist in Bhutan is still a very new career path or profession, if I may, but you went forward. What made you feel like this is where I want to see myself?
So like I said, I was in class 4, I was very young, and then I saw Ajakama, this Rajesh, Sapuba, and so many other artists, and looking at how they were living their life, through art, eating, breathing art, it made me want to, I found them so cool. And then I was like, hey, I want to be this cool also when I grow up.
Now that you have a solo exhibition, do you feel cool? Be honest.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. You're making your dreams come true.
Sorry, yes. So then, and I think I really couldn't do any. With studies, I was very mediocre, and I always wanted to draw and paint, and then every chance I got, I went to VAST, sometimes we wouldn't even be painting, we'd just be hanging out, playing around, and it just, the life they were living, I didn't know the struggles they were going through then. So then, to me, it was just this perfect picture of, just having fun, not having to go to office, playing around, meeting new people, just doing what you want, and then I was like, I think I'll do this, for the rest of my life. And then, even in high school, my parents wanted me to study and get a proper job, but I just couldn't. My heart was not there, and so I just.
How did you convince your parents? Because I think it takes any ordinary conventional parent a lot of convincing for them to accept that their child is going to be in arts now, and something, a very new field in Mega. So how did that convincing happen?
I think because my brother was also into art, so he also was like, if I was 100% into art, he was like 200.
So he
then-
paved the way for you
Yeah,
a little
yes,
bit.
he did.
I
Then
bet.
I didn't have to like convince them so much, but then I did have my own share of like convincing to do that. You know, I'm getting a scholarship, you know, and if I, you know, get another job, it'll just be a mediocre job, and I don't think I'll be good at it, and I don't think I'll be happy. So and I had to do a lot of emotional damage. And then they were like, okay. And especially going to Pakistan, they were very
Reluctant, I'm sure.
reluctant because
How was that experience?
it was beautiful.
Oh,
The
no.
most beautiful 4 years. I met really good people there. Like unlike how the media portrays them, it's so beautiful. The place, the people, the culture, especially the food. I keep talking about the food in Lahore. It's just.
I heard that about
Yeah.
that school. I believe a few Bhutanese people have gone there to
Yes,
learn art.
yes.
Is it what kind of influence does it leave on the students who go there, such as yourself?
For Bhutanese and a lot of people, like Pakistan is this, you know, you don't go there, it's very unsafe. But then once you go there, you see the people there, meet the people there, you know, you have this realization that it's just like any other people, like any of us, and sometimes even better. They're like, I've met much more wonderful people there. And when it comes to art also, they've had this art, for us contemporary art just started, but they had, you know, so many, what's the word now?
The phases or the generations of art. Yeah,
yes,
yeah, I know
yes.
what you mean.
So then they're really good, like far ahead of us. And like the school I went to was really good also. Like all the professors, they were really big artists. And for us to be going to a country like that from Bhutan, where you know how we are, no, very quiet, and still I still am, but I still got to learn a lot from there because my classmates there were very open. You know, they could talk, speak up. They knew a lot about art already, but when I went, I just knew how to draw and paint, and then I didn't know about any other artists. So the only artist I knew was Picasso, and I just knew his name. I didn't see his work, but yeah, I got to learn a lot.
So then let me ask you this. With you going there, with, like you said, bare minimum information or knowledge about arts, passionate about it, albeit, you went there. Now you're learning about art for 4 years in a Pakistani college. How do you come back and come up with something like Mole Mole? It's so Bhutanese. So the influence that Pakistan has and whatever you bring to the table, how do you stay Bhutanese?
It's a part of you. So especially in art, you have to stay authentic, and you can tell an art if it's not authentic. You know, if it's not yourself, you can tell it's you know, you're trying to be pretentious. So then so they help us to, you know, dig deeper and, you know, look into your childhood or into your culture, your identity. So that I think helped a lot. And so then I came back, and then I was lost a little bit because what I was doing there was completely different compared to what people here were doing. And so for a very long time, I was lost. I was just, in the middle. But because of VAST, and I think that's why community, is very important for an artist or for anybody, because a lot of my friends in Pakistan, they didn't have a community like VAST here. So then some of them had to leave art and just become just get another job or get married, and they couldn't continue with their arts. But then I got very lucky. Just after I came back, we started on the airport project.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
it
lucky.
was yeah. I was supposed to intern for a year, and then my internship was at the airport with. So we were making the airport gallery, which was our King's vision. So then we worked on it for almost 2 years and got to learn a lot. And then we were scared, but then Ajay and the seniors there at VAST, Madam Chimi, they gave us the confidence, the boost to do it. And
Wow. Wow, what an auspicious and excellent start to right after college. On a very positive note. Pem, let's talk about your current exhibition, Mole Mole. What inspired it?
So I was always bothered by how, even just walking on the street and a guy would just tease you or taunt you, and then even if they're the ones doing it, you feel a little disgusting, did I do something to provoke them? Or then to the point sometimes you have to go home and take a shower, it's
I used to cry.
Yeah, it really bothered me. And then my work, I think it started off like that, and then also this thing, you can't talk about it at home. That, oh, this happened, not about just verbally teasing, but then sometimes, there's this physical thing also. And then, and it's difficult to talk about it at home. So then my work was, one of the work was the elephant in the room. So maybe I'll show you the painting later. Okay. So there's this, so in the canvas, there's this big elephant that I drew with the oil pastels, and then I scribbled over it with something dark, and then I scraped it off, so that you can barely see the elephant. So then maybe talking about the elephant in the room with the Atsara girl. So then I was using the Atsara mask. So I think the mask was always there in my work.
What fascinates you about the mask? What is...
So the Atsara was because, it makes you feel like the clown, no? So then I thought Atsara was perfect because it's funny, but at the same time, Atsara is a very well learned bodhisattva. So then I thought maybe women wearing that, because usually men wear it. So then I thought, why not?
Yeah.
So then somehow my work was always around that. And
I think it's very apt that you opened your Mole Mole exhibition in line with the Techu Tumu. At the center of your work is this Mole, the spirit girl.
yes,
And you have to watch it. The exhibition is currently out in VAST. Started 2nd October and is going to end on the 2nd November, right? And where does that go after that then, by the way?
if some of them get sold.
Which it did, I think.
Yes.
I went with my daughter yesterday and we saw those little red marks and I was like, oh, that means it's sold. How does that feel when your work, the effort that you put in, not just in terms of time and money, but the heart, soul, passion you put, the thought you put in, when someone appreciates it and buys it? And in a country like ours, where, like you said, art is still new.
More than the money, it is the fact that someone can relate to it, because I have this this thing like where I'm very critical about what I do. So then I feel like, hey, whatever I do, it's not good enough, and I do that with all my work. Yeah, and throughout the process of painting for the exhibition, I was very critical. I was like, how are people going to react to it? Because it's fairly, I think, a little new, and I was very worried. And then to see people, relate to it,
Yeah.
some were even crying. It's
Oh, no, as I'm talking about it, yes.
yeah, and I was just so happy that people could relate to it, and even if they couldn't buy it, I had prints, so they bought the prints, because the paintings are definitely very pricey. So then it just made me want to make more, motivated to make more, because I didn't think people were going to relate to it, but a lot of women, like not only Bhutanese, but from outside, they were relating to it also. So I was very happy.
No, I think a lot of the times, women have this imposter syndrome. First of all, we don't feel like we belong here, wherever we are. We are made to feel like, I'm just being an imposter here. I'm pretending to be smart. Oh, I'm pretending to be beautiful, but I'm actually not. We have this self-doubt ingrained in us. Let's talk about challenges. We're already diving into that. What are some challenges as an artist, contemporary artist in the country?
I think, be taken seriously, I think. Because they think art, because it's something you're passionate about, it's not considered as a proper job. So then a lot of times people expect you to do it for free, volunteer for it. Like, we don't have rents to pay, bills to pay. So then, I think that. And I think a lot of people are accepting of art now, but there's still room for more people to, be accepting of art, and then, be more interested in art. Yeah, because especially contemporary art, they're more into decorative arts, something beautiful, and even if that is art, it's very beautiful, but sometimes I tried doing it, and I just couldn't, because it requires a lot of skill and a lot of time, but I didn't feel like I was expressing myself.
You tried doing what?
The landscapes and portraits.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't feel like myself, I didn't feel like I was expressing myself, and I had a lot in me, and I wanted to express it, so then I
You chose to create your own story. Okay, I wanted to ask you about, how about issues of people replicating your work to monetize it, or just to keep it for personal use? Like, for example, if someone took pictures of your artwork, printed it, and started selling it. Has that happened before, or what are some issues? Are there any issues there?
Yes, there was recently this vendor in Jaigong. He took pictures of our works at the airport, and then he printed it, framed it, and he was selling it. And I think the ED took him to the intellectual property and dealt with it. But we do face issues. But I think it's because art is relatively very new to Bhutan, and for people to be doing that is kind of like, I don't know the word for it, but you feel good that
I know what you
people
mean.
are. It's like appreciation.
Yes.
But
not respectful.
Not respectful, but there is there, and they're seeing the work. That means they find it
Wow. Okay. All right. Let's talk about support. You already mentioned Vast. Is there anybody else in your life who has given you the nudge, the support, the push to pursue arts?
My family, definitely. Even though it was very difficult for them, they supported me, and you know how Bhutanese families are. Like on the surface level, they won't like show it. Like they won't be like, I support you, but they'll cook for you. In their little ways, they'll show it. They'll cook for you. They'll like pack your lunch sometimes, come home and eat. The little things. So and sometimes she'd share my paintings to her friends, my mother.
Aye, she's proud.
Yeah. So I think, and my friends definitely, they were always there. They, like even since high school, like I wasn't any good then, but they were always very supportive. And even before the exhibition, they helped me so much, and I really couldn't have done the exhibition without their help. So really like how the society is very important in everybody's life, not just artists, but the support.
Pem, from the current exhibition, what are you most proud of? Is there a particular artwork? I know I'm asking you to pick your favorite baby, but out of all your children, but something that you feel like this whole exhibition, this is the point.
It's quite difficult, but I think the sink.
Okay,
one,
all right.
because a lot of Bhutanese women could relate to it. So, like the one who bought the painting was an office goer, a woman definitely, and she related to it so much. And you know how difficult for us in this economy to buy a painting is, but she still did, like from her savings, and it really touched me. And a lot of women, like whoever I met so far, related with that painting the most, so then maybe that was the most successful.
So in this image, as you can see, is this woman who's trapped in a sink with dishes in there. And now I think Pem has in her exhibition at the entry, she's mentioned that it's not about lessons learning or the moral of the story out of the whole exhibition, but how you relate to it, how you interpret it. The way I interpret it is no matter how educated, smart, brilliant, fascinating of a woman you are, there are these household chores that sort of trap you, that sort of limit you, that sort of restrain you.
It's waiting for you at home.
It's waiting for you at home. And you're kind of stuck there. You might become like the most brilliant person in the family, in the society, but you always have to come back and you'll be expected to do these duties. If you fail there, you'll always be less of a woman than you actually are. I loved it. So I think this is the perfect time for us to wrap up. Pem, is there any word of advice you'd like to share for the aspiring artists?
I think it would be to explore and not be afraid. Like this, you don't have to be good. Like you can't be good when you start. So you just explore and maybe talk to artists, about your idea. You don't have to, like, you can be very, what's the word, like unconventional, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that art is not just in the canvas, it doesn't have to be in canvas. Now there's so many art mediums, you can explore your art in, and like there's video, there's sound, there's performance, there's installations, so just look up more artists, explore, and don't be afraid, and don't be afraid to fail, and failure for an artist is I think the biggest teacher, and sometimes it works out for you, like a lot of times it's worked out for me. Sometimes a stroke would go wrong and you get a new style. Yeah, so sometimes you'll spill paint on your work, and then something new comes up. So failure, I think, is the biggest teacher.
Also, the one thing that you said at the beginning of the interview, be authentic.
Yes,
Tell your
yes,
story.
Yes, yes.
Don't try to tell somebody else's story.
Exactly.
It's not, yeah. Thank you so much, Pem. I really am glad I got to sit you down, although you were not very keen on giving me an interview. But I think I learned a lot, and I'm sure our viewers learned a lot from you. Not just about learning, but it's about something that you ignite in us through your work and few words that you've shared here. So congratulations on that, and we hope you continue to tell your story, because it's amazing. It's the medium that you've chosen, how relatable it is, the stories that you're telling. It's amazing. Keep up. Congratulations, and thank you very much.
Many pieces. You cannot, I don't think you can have one masterpiece, although there are many instances, but for me I don't think it works, because it's always evolving, you're always changing, so I'd create many. With music. Silence is very scary sometimes, so yeah, music definitely helps. I listen to just everything. Sometimes I listen to podcasts, sometimes I listen to ebooks, so just anything. I love both. But yeah, for your work to find a home that loves it is there's nothing more you can ask for. But also in a museum, like where a lot of people can see it, would be amazing. So many, but maybe my mother, because I've been with her the most, and there's so many actually. I've worked with a lot of very strong-headed women, very talented. Everybody's just amazing. But maybe my mother, because I've been with her the most, and I've seen how strong she has been for us and how much she's sacrificed. But at the same time, like she stood her ground, so. Expressive and satire. It's I think satirical, and a lot of symbolism in it.
Thank you for watching her story. Remember, your story is a part of the greater narrative of change and progress. Until next time, keep writing your own her story. Bye.